fake shot to maybe try and open up some space. Toliso's making a good run. Toliso within 3 minutes scores his first goal. Through on goal. I'm going to go for the hat-trick goal. Of course I am. Tammy Abraham with a hat-trick against Wolves. Literally recording this video after the madness we witnessed in the Champions League. It was just nuts. This is what Champions League is all about. Porto, a 10-man Porto side knocking out Juventus with Ronaldo. It was truly something special. And then of course you've got Haaland stepping things up. The Champions League is the pinnacle of club football, man. It's a special competition. And also to the corporate schmucks at the big European clubs who want a Super League, get out of here, man. Don't ruin the Champions League for us. The current format is just perfect. Just an unbelievable night, and I think we're going to get another one with, of course, you know, Barca PSG playing each other. There's going to be drama in that for sure. And yeah, the Champions League is special. I can't wait for us in this series to get into Champions League football. Of course, this season we're going to have to settle for the Europa League. But for now, getting back to business with Newcastle. Welcome back to another episode of the series. We're in season 2 and things are going pretty well for us. Last few episodes we of course were in the transfer window. We did some great business, signing the likes of Abraham, Tolisso, Tavares and completing the Willock deal from last season. So business has been pretty smooth in the window for us. On the pitch though is where things get interesting for us in this episode, because we've got big games coming up. Manchester United at Old Trafford's going to be a special fixture. And let's not forget, in this episode we're going to have the draw for the Europa League and we'll be finding out who we'll be facing, and we'll also be playing our very first group stage game of the season. There's a lot to look forward to in this episode. Something about sponsors, yep, that's coming in this one as well. And if you are enjoying this series, I'd really appreciate if you could spare a second and drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and let's kick things off. You know what guys, before we get into a press conference, let's just get the Europa League draw out of the way, because I'm super keen to find out the teams we will be up against. So let's see our group. UEFA Europa League, Newcastle are in it, and that is an interesting group. I feel like we can definitely maybe top this. PSV are going to give us a tough fight, but yo, that's doable. Ludogorets is, by the way, in the game through a mod, and that's why for some reason their club logo isn't showing up, but they've got all the real players and all. But let's see where the other English clubs have been drawn into. That's something I am really interested about. Can't see any of them. Yo, where are the other English clubs? Everton in Group I. You've got Wolves as well. So Everton, Wolves and Newcastle in the Europa League. Very, very interesting. So you guys saw our group. I'm happy with that. I'm definitely happy with that. We should be able to top it. Press conference, and we're starting off with a really big suggestion. Make sure to change to recovery day so the squad is at full stamina if there are multiple games in a week, especially Europa League games. So I have noticed this comment a few times, but the thing is, I don't think we can change the before match thing to like rest day or recovery day. Actually, it can only be put on rest or training day. We'll keep it on rest day because that helps with stamina. After the match has been on recovery day from literally the start of this series, so I don't think that's impacting anything. So I have got it on the perfect settings. I'm still a bit confused on this one, so let me know in the comment section. This is how my training schedule has been from the get-go of this series. Next up, renew Sean Longstaff's contract as it's expiring at the end of the season. Now, I had no idea about this, so in this episode, 100% we'll get to it. Next up, now that you've signed Tammy Abraham, will you start Callum Wilson or change formation? I don't think that's a question we need to answer right now, because Callum Wilson will still be out until the end of the year. He's not playing any football until then, and his overall just constantly dips. He's already down to a 77. It's gonna get worse. So by the time I think Wilson is back from his ACL injury, Tammy Abraham will be like 81, 82 rated, and Callum Wilson will be maybe 75 or something. So I don't think there's a question about using them two together, but I think Wilson can still be a good backup option for us for that striker role. It's unfortunate the injury has kind of slowed down his progress, but that's how things are going to be, and that's football, you know. Tammy Abraham has been signed to be first choice, and that's how things are going to be with him. With that press conference done, it was so difficult for me to choose player of the episode. We had on one hand Tammy Abraham scoring a hat-trick, and on the other hand Tolisso scoring within 3 minutes of his debut, and then in the next game scoring the opener as well. So you know what, for a midfielder to do that and just have the overall performance he did have, I'm gonna go with Tolisso for this one. Unpopular opinion maybe, but I just feel like, you know, we've got to, you know, reward midfielders when they pull out amazing stats like that. Tammy Abraham is going to score a ton of goals for us going forward, but what Tolisso did just coming as a new signing immediately was just incredible, and that's why he picks up the Player of the Episode award. You know what, guys, let's start off the episode by renewing Sean Longstaff's contract. He's been a player I've really enjoyed using in this series. Last season he was super important for us. In fact, he is the man who scored in the FA Cup final to win us the trophy. There's absolutely no way we're getting rid of him, so let's negotiate with him and, get him to re-sign with us for the next few years. We're going to offer Longstaff a rotation squad role, which I think he will, except he knows that right now Tolisso is above him in the pecking order. A 3-year contract extension works, so that'll be about 4 years. No release clause, good to see he doesn't want to leave. In terms of wages, we'll offer him a big bump, like to 40,000, and we'll give him like 100,000 signing bonus. Is that enough for him to sign with us? I'm not entirely sure. We're going to have to wait to find out. It is. In fact, it's a reasonable offer. Maybe I've overpaid, but Sean Longstaff, I feel, deserves that. He's re-signed with Newcastle for the next 4 years. Okay, so I told you something big is coming with the sponsors section. Last season, it was about our shirt sponsor. This season, it's going to be about our kit sponsor. We're going to have 3 options to choose from for next season as our kit sponsor. Of course, it completely depends on whether we can complete the requirements of each of these 3 brands. Puma is the sponsor we currently have, and to re-sign with them, all we need to do is finish top 8 in the Premier League and score 70 goals in the Prem this season. Just for reference, we scored 61 last season. Moving on, we've got the Adidas sponsorship. Keep 10 clean sheets this season and win 15 home games this season as well. This is a tricky one, but getting that Adidas sponsorship and the extra money from all these deals could prove to be vital. And finally, we've got the Nike kit deal, and this one could be big, but it's super difficult as well. We've got to finish top 6 in the Premier League and reach the semi-finals of the Europa League. So progressively, the challenges get difficult and difficult. We'll see where we end up at next season, but let me know in the comment section which of these kit sponsors would you prefer for next season. It is indeed time for some Premier League action, and we're starting off big. It's an away fixture against Manchester United. Now, they're third in the Premier League right now. They have lost 1 game. A win at Old Trafford, man. Just imagine how beautiful that would be. Correct me if I'm wrong, but last season United did the double over us, or did we actually beat them? I'm not entirely sure, but as far as my memory serves me, I think we lost them both times. So would love to beat them at Old Trafford. Would be incredible. Let's see what happens. I just feel like in a game like this, we'll be on the break most of the time, and that's why a player like Joe Willock would be more useful than having Buendia, and that's why he starts at camp for me. Of course, we've got the focal point in Tammy Abraham up top. Almiron, St. Maximin, all of them start. Tolisso's in the form of his life. He starts as well. Fabian Schär, by the way, he's up to an 80 overall. It's really awesome to see that. He's been our captain. He's aging. A lot of you guys are telling me to sell him, but nah, man. We ain't doing that. He's growing in his overall. He's looking fantastic. Let's hope we can keep up his form. We're up against the United side that do look pretty good. Well, they've signed Pepe. Well, man of the moment right now, with his performance against Juve, and they've actually gone ahead and signed him. He's their captain. Well, this should be fun. It's always special playing at Old Trafford, and I do remember Bruno Fernandes last season scoring a really good goal against me. And of course, Man United took home all 3 points, so we've got to be careful with Bruno, definitely. Our form's been pretty good lately. I mean, last episode we picked up a 4-2 win against Wolves. We were 4-0 up at half-time, so we're in good form. I fancy myself here. You know what, let's test ourselves against one of the best teams in England. Bruno Fernandes. Now look at Man United playing some neat football. He gets away from Jules Koundé somehow. This is the last thing I wanted. How on earth did Anthony Martial break away from me there? Incredible. And also, I think Bruno was involved in the play. It was good passing play. Jules Koundé kind of messed up there. I feel like he could have got the ball. Like, look at this. Bruno gets it there. I put the challenge in with Jules Koundé. Martial just like warped through him. I don't know what was going on. A solid finish. And we're 1-0 down. Not the start I was expecting. Mason Greenwood again. It's some really quick passing play from Manchester United. Martial again going for goal. Dubravka forced to make a big save. But the danger is still not done yet because Rashford's on the ball. Max Aarons gets this one off him. But Man United look to be in the mood. No wonder they're sitting third in the Premier League with just 1 defeat so far. This pressure from Manchester United at this moment is unplayable. It's Anthony Martial right now. Looks for Van de Beek. Back in for Bruno. And it's just brilliant football. What am I supposed to do against this? We're 2-0 down to Man United. It's appalling. We're getting ripped apart. A very similar goal to the first one. And it's this time Bruno Fernandes. 2-0 down at Old Trafford. this just shows in this series we've got ways to go before becoming a top club. Like, honestly, fair play, Bruno Fernandes. That was a lovely finish. You know what, guys? I feel like in games like this, we may be better off using a different tactic and a formation. After this game, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create like custom in-game tactics that I can change on the fly. I feel like I haven't been doing that in any of my career modes. That's kind of been letting me down in certain occasions, so we'll get to that after this game now. This could lead to something because we are sending Almiron through, and now there is space for us to exploit. This is how we can maybe get back into the game. Almiron, brilliantly done, but the finish was lacking. We still have the ball though. Tolisso looking for a cross in. Another chance. Tammy Abraham, he gets tripped there. Come on. Almiron had to score that. We're not going to get chances easily in this one. This Man United side on the break just is scary, like legit. When Rashford sent through on goal like that, what are you supposed to do? Look at him do the skills as well now. Man United playing so aggressively. I don't think they even play this aggressively in real life. Look at how high their defensive line is. And Fred has just rinsed me to the cleaners there. Unbelievable. And now Marcus Rashford, I'm going and sliding, but I just cannot keep up. What kind of football is this? Am I playing F2 Tex or something here? What is going on? Half time, and this has been a disaster class. There's no two ways about it. Man United have been way better than us, and I'm struggling. Second half, let's just see what we can put up with. Well, I must say, Joe Willock isn't having the best of nights. May as well bring on Buendia and see what he can offer. Apart from that, I'm thinking Ryan Fraser for Almiron because he's struggling as well. Let's just see if these substitutes can do something because we need a bit of fresh spark from somewhere. I want to cry. I legit want to cry right now. What even was that? I don't want to play this game anymore right now. That's my mood right now. It's... we're 3-0 down to Manchester United and they're just doing silly skills, drag backs here and there. Like, what the hell is going on? In the previous games, I don't remember stuff like this happening. But Manchester United are rinsing us to the cleaners right now, literally. That's a good pass from Tammy Abraham to Saint Maximin, who could maybe do something. Difficult angle, goes for goal. Well, gets us something at least. That is a goal, but it doesn't really matter even now. Probably not, but still a good finish. For the first time, we were able to counter this Manchester United team. And now they've got an in behind. This is just embarrassing. Dan James to score. There you go. Dan James gets the fourth. We get a bit of hope and then it's all taken away from us. I think this is going to be our biggest defeat of the series. And definitely the most humiliating one because we've barely done anything in this game. I'm pretty sure that Saint Maximin shot was one of my first chances of the game. You know what, guys? I think we've just got to take this one on the chin. This kind of stuff happens. When you're facing a much better team than yours, you're going to end up sometimes getting absolutely slapped. And that's exactly what's happened. Hopefully, we can pick ourselves up. We've got Europa action coming up next. But this, man, it was a difficult game to get through for me. We've got to put that Premier League defeat aside and it's now time to just focus on the Europa League. Starting the group with a win would be brilliant. I know we're not in the best of form now after that battering that we suffered at the hands of Manchester United, but we're playing Ludogorets. I think they're a team we really should be beating, regardless of, whatever. We're playing this one away from home. Let's see how things pan out here. Guys, I don't think I've ever been this confused in my life. What's just happened? Your next opponent doesn't have enough players to play the next match. This means they're forfeiting and you'll be awarded a 3-0 win. I have never in my life seen this happen. Incredible scenes. I'll take it, don't get me wrong, but this is insane. Yo, I keep the stamina on my players as well, but have you guys ever seen that happening? Wow. Just insane, guys. That is insane as we get an offer for Dubravka, but I'm rejecting it. But my god, a free win in the Europa League? Let's go. Well, PSV lost their first group stage game and this puts us in a good spot after getting the free win. What even is going on with FIFA right now? This is nuts. Well, I guess back to the Premier League we go as we take on Aston Villa at St James's Park. You know what? We need to bounce back from that, humiliating defeat to United. So let's just get on with that. Before the game though, I told you guys I'm going to be trying out a new tactic alongside the main tactic that we've got. Just something that we can switch around if things aren't going in our favor. So I've created like an attacking 4-4-2 formation with Saint Maximin and Abraham partnering each other at top. We're going to try this out in games that where, maybe things aren't working out. We need to go for a more route one approach and have more attacking players available. This might be a good idea. So let's see how things turn out with this formation that we can use on the fly occasionally. Time to kick off this one against Aston Villa. Not really any change to our first team at all. We're rocking pretty much our strongest 11. Time to bounce back with a win. We've been very inconsistent on the pitch of late, and that needs to change, man. I mean, we beat Wolves 4-1. 4-2 actually, and only to end up losing 4-1 to Manchester United. So we need to get on a good run of winning games in the Prem, and I hope it starts with this one. Aston Villa already getting in behind with Traore. Jules Koundé has been challenged there. Ball in for Grealish. This is superb play from them, and that's a wonderful block from Fabian Schär. How did we not end up conceding there? We're not in the best of forms lately, guys. I mean, we're really struggling to get anything right, and it's showing on the pitch. I mean, an early chance for them, but even on the break, I couldn't get past Cash. I see some space for Tammy Abraham, and this could be a big moment for us in the game. Tammy Abraham 1v1 fires this one in the back of the net. A rough start for us in this one, but we've managed to pull through with the goal. Who else but Tammy Abraham? Last episode, he bagged a hat-trick, and he's starting this game against Villa out in the perfect fashion. We make it 1-0 at St. James's Park. Two of our new signings combining, by the way. Tolisso with the pass, Abraham with the goal. It's 1-0 Newcastle, just the start we needed. We're in good form now. This is what's up from Newcastle. Saint Maximin with the cross for Tammy Abraham. The header is just wide. How has he missed that? That was a perfect chance for him to double up his goal tally in this one. Inches wide. He should have scored that 100%. Ollie Watkins with some neat link-up play with Nakamba, but Jules Koundé with a really strong challenge gets the ball away for Abraham. And now we can just slowly counter. In fact, we're upping the tempo already. Here goes Buendia. Looks for the pass for Saint Maximin. This is looking nice indeed. Saint Maximin weighing up his options. Doesn't see any passing options, so goes for goal. Saint Maximin picked that one out. Absolutely brilliant from the Frenchman. 2-0 up Newcastle. That's one of his best goals in a Newcastle shirt, I feel. Because he was like dragging the defenders near him. He looked for passing options. There weren't any. But then ultimately he just picked his spot. Bottom right corner, bang! Brilliant dribbling, and then the finish was lovely from him. Saint Maximin doubles up our advantage before half-time as well. Brilliant start to this game against Villa. Just what we need after that big defeat we took to United. Ollie Watkins looks for a pass inside. Jamal Lewis there, strong defensively. We're seeing Aston Villa really put pressure on us, but that means they're completely open at the back as Almiron tries to bring this one inside. Still Miguel Almiron going for the finesse shot, but I feel like that's a counter I wasted. I maybe should have gone wide and maybe looked for a cross for Tammy Abraham. That's a big waste, and now that could lead to our downfall as a chance here pops up for Villa. Maybe a cross coming in now. Jules Koundé has blocked the crossing option and he's forced to go backwards. Aston Villa again ruining that attack. I don't know what they're thinking. Oh well, they're keeping it patient. Here's Nakamba. Looks inside for Toloi. Good pass for Ollie Watkins. We cannot let him shoot. That's a brilliant challenge from Fabian Schär to avoid Ollie Watkins from doing literally anything to us. And now on the break, once again we could cause havoc. Tolisso looking for that long ball for Saint Maximin, who controls it roughly well. Still keeps the ball. Looks for the pass inside. Buendia's header. In fact, it was Almiron. What was I even doing there with Saint Maximin, trying to juggle the ball like a maniac? Probably should have just got it under control and scored. Look at the run being made there by Max Aarons. It is superb if he can control it. Max Aarons going for goal, and that's a big save coming from the keeper of Aston Villa. Imagine the scenes if that would have gone in. The pick out from, of course, I think it was Saint Maximin, was just sublime. That is a lovely pass, and Fabian Schär with a very risky sliding tackle. He had to time that one perfectly, and that he did. In fact, he's injured Ollie Watkins in the process. I guess that's worked in favour of us because that was a completely clean challenge from Fabian Schär. I feel he got the ball. Referee didn't blow the whistle, but Watkins is off. It's a shame for him, but it's going to help us out in our cause, I guess. Look at that, guys. What a challenge from Fabian Schär. It's a real shame, though, that Watkins picked up an injury. But oh well, he is going to be subbed off and makes things better for us in terms of our chances for winning. And now, on the other end of the pitch, look at the space we've got with Corentin Tolisso bombing forward. Cross coming in for Tammy Abraham. He wins the header but cannot beat the keeper. Tolisso, by the way, looks exhausted, so I'm going to bring him off for Longstaff. And we'll also bring on Willock for Buendia, just giving them a bit of rest. I kind of want to rest Tammy Abraham as well because we do have a really important game against, I think, City coming in the Carabao Cup. So may as well rest Tammy Abraham, man. I'm trying to make like Saint Maximin like a centre forward because that gives him a good overall boost. Like, look at this. it keeps him on that +2, so that's the plan. Let's see this game out. Jamal Lewis, if he can find Miguel Almiron, it'll be superb. Almiron breaking through, squaring this one for, I think, Buendia it is. And on the volley, he scores. Buendia scoring for us. Newcastle 3, Aston Villa 0. The perfect performance from us in this one, guys. The perfect way to bounce back after a heavy defeat that we've just taken to Manchester United. So, yeah, superb. This was honestly a really solid home win for us. 3-0, clean sheet as well. Solid performance at St James's Park. How the hell have we managed to draw Man City in the Carabao Cup so early on? That's just brutal, man. But in a way, if I get knocked out, I wouldn't be too concerned. First of all, it's the Carabao Cup. Nobody cares about it. Plus, we're in the Europa League this season. I don't think we've got a squad to compete in like 3 or 4 trophies. So, it makes sense. But you know what? I'm still going to try my best. I'm going to field a team full of youngsters for this one against City. It's just the smart thing to do. Give them a chance to play some top level football. 8th in the Premier League, though. With that win, we're definitely moving up the table, and we've got a few easy games coming up, like our next one's against Huddersfield. So I'm fancying my chances of making a further push up the table, so that's awesome. To be honest, guys, I think we're fielding a fairly strong team, but look at how shameless Man City are. They're fielding their first team against us. That's just like, come on, it's the freaking Carabao Cup, man. We still have got the likes of Tammy Abraham and Saint Maximin in there, and Fabian Schär is our captain, Dubravka as well, but the rest of the team completely rotated. Nuno Tavares, Kraft, Longstaff, Hayden all starting. Let's just see what we can achieve here, but this could end up being painful. Man City already on the front foot. This could get embarrassing here. I'm trying to contain Aguero, and Fabian Schär did absolutely brilliantly to contain him there. Just incredible. As now we try to build from the back with, of course, Tammy Abraham looking for Willock. And now Saint Maximin. This could be a lightning quick counter-attack. Saint Maximin here could do something. Goes for the Elastico, but that was never going to work. I maybe just overplayed things. And now we're seeing Manchester City with some silky smooth football. Hayden thankfully there to intercept it. Some electrifying run of plays early on in this game. What's he gonna do? Looks to get past this man. Oh, that is brilliant to find Nuno Tavares. Looking for that cutback. No way. The cutback was really bad. We couldn't take advantage of that attack. Getting an early goal against City would put so much pressure on them. We need that, boys. We absolutely do. But right now we might get that. Tammy Abraham on the volley. Oh, what a finish from Tammy Abraham. This is why I'm starting him and not starting anyone else. We cannot afford to rest this man, because up top, you give him the chance, he will put the ball in the back of the net. Unbelievable. What a pass from Saint Maximin, scooping it up, and the way Tammy controlled it was just sublime. He's in incredible form. Everything he touches is turning into gold right now as he puts this one past Edison at the near post. We've been training him on his weak foot, and that is showing on the pitch. Pep looks furious. We're 1-0 up in this big Carabao Cup game against City. Saint Maximin looking for that pass for Tammy Abraham, who's broken through again. Could be another goal for him. That's a big save. Saint Maximin on the rebound. Everything is falling into place for us in this one. We started off the episode with a big dropping by Manchester United, but we've responded so well. Man City have just not turned up in the Carabao Cup, and we're taking complete advantage of that. Newcastle United 2-0 up against City. What a freaking start. Tammy Abraham and Saint Maximin have just run riot here with their strength and pace up top. Problems for us again. This Becker guy has completely turned me, and City get a goal back. Fair play. That was some neat football. This Becker just reminds me like a younger version of De Bruyne, I suppose. I don't know, he scored a neat goal there. And City get one back. This is going to be an interesting game now. Half-time though, we're 2-1 up. That's nice. I think I didn't expect to be leading this one. We were 2-0 up. We gave away a goal. City are starting to dominate. But you know what? I'm now fancying my chances. Let's see what we can bring in the second half. Once again, Aguero running at our defense. Looks for KDB. And all the hard work just completely undone. Kevin De Bruyne this time with the goal. City have equalized. We've kind of choked a 2-0 lead. But then again, we are playing Man City. This was expected. Well, here we go. We've still got a lot of time in this game left, which is what worries me. But let's see what happens. That's a good pass for Nuno Tavares. I need Saint Maximin to continue that run inside. This is nice. Maybe a cross back in for Ryan Fraser. I need to start finding Tammy Abraham with the crosses, otherwise it's pointless. Oh no, we've let Aguero break through. Our keeper's going to push for it and just hope for the best. And Dubravka saved us there. My God, was that stressful. The onslaught continues as Aguero breaks through and our keeper couldn't even do anything. From 2-0 up, we're now 3-2 down. This is Man City we're talking about, so yeah, it happens, you know. Fair enough, City to come back from a 2-0 deficit, but you know what, I'm going to make changes now. I'm going to try and throw in a few of the first team boys. I think we'll put in Calvin Phillips for Hayden, just to give us something more in midfield. Buendia maybe for Willock, and just see what happens. I guess, yep, that's all we can do. Longstaff. Oh, that's a brilliant delivery for Tammy Abraham. What a finish, and out of nowhere, we're back in the game. Oh my God, what a cross for Tammy Abraham from Longstaff. That's incredible. And also, talk about a quality finish. That was exactly, we've signed him for this reason, to get in the box, make those runs, and that was a superb run. And how about that for the finish? It's 3-3 against Manchester City. We may be going to extra time, but my God, has this been an insane game of football. 3-3, Newcastle are level with City. This is nuts. Tammy Abraham with his second of the night. And that's the 90 minutes of football done in the Carabao Cup. The fact that we've managed to hang on against City and get the equaliser, incredible. And now we're going to extra time with penalties on the horizon. I need to get the rules of the Carabao Cup in my mind because I completely forget them every season. Well, we're going straight to penalties. This is it, I guess. Fabian Shaw, our captain, to take the first one. I'm going left. I'm trusting my gut, and well, that works out perfectly. 1-0 up against City. Come on, Dubravka, be the hero. KDB scores this one. Not a good sign. Now Tammy Abraham, he's had a fantastic night. I'm going left again, and that's another solid penalty. Come on, boys, we're 2-1 up. Dubravka, you got to save this. We both are literally going the same spot. I'm now going to go again left. It's worked for me well. I shouldn't have gone 3 in a row. You know what? I'm going to go right since they've gone right all the time. And they go freaking left. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. I'm going to go right now with Saint Maximin. Please go in. Decent, decent. We need to get a save though. Otherwise, there's no point. I'm going to stay down the middle. I'm staying down the middle. That's off the bar. The luck. The luck is incredible. But Calvin Phillips will still need to score this one. Let's go right. Let's go right. Brilliant penalty from Calvin Phillips. If we save this, guys, we're going to the next round of the Carabao Cup. It's some Ferguson guy taking it. Come on, Dubravka. Nope, it's going to be sudden death. I hate this. I hate my life. Longstaff to take this one. Left has been really kind to us, so we're going left. No way. Oh my God. I think I've been good in these penalty shootouts, but we messed up there. Come on, though, Dubravka. Save this one. No, not the cheeky chip. No way. City are through. All the effort for nothing. Fair enough, though. I think we competed well with a good City team, so we can take a bit of, you know, positivity from that. But still, to come all the way and to get knocked out on sudden death just hurts, you know. It is what it is, I guess. Last season, we won a crucial penalty shootout. This season, we lost one. It's all going to help us get the experience when we do get into, like, the Champions League and have to do stuff like this. But oh well, no Carabao Cup in a way is better for us because, you know, we can rest up our squad more. To keep things flowing, we're simulating this one against newly promoted Huddersfield in the Prem. Come on, man, just give me 3 points from this game. I'll accept nothing less. And we get a clean sheet as well as 3 points. Buendia and Saint Maximin with the goals. Let's go. We're 7th in the Premier League. Pretty sure this is one of the highest positions we've occupied ever in this series so far, which is awesome. And we're super close to teams like United and Arsenal. So we're off to a very good start this season, much better than last season. It's all about building on this. Our next couple of games though in the Prem are pretty difficult. I think we face Everton and Arsenal, so things could really go off the rails, but hopefully not. And I'm sure you guys are super keen on finding out any sort of an update on Callum Wilson. Wait a minute, he'll be back in the next 5 weeks. Yo, that is just superb news. Maybe his career at Newcastle isn't all over because 5 weeks isn't all that much. Have a look at this. 5 weeks means October probably, and maybe first week of November he might return. That's huge. Yo, let's go, guys. That's awesome news to hear. Brilliant to hear, of course. Let's go. Before we end this soft plate of the episode, Tammy Abraham, it has to be him. Even though we got knocked out by City, he was just unbelievable in this episode. All round, like, Yeah, it's gotta be him, like no one else, I think. Next episode, the grind continues. PSV, we're gonna actually play a Europa League game in the next one, so that should be a lot of fun. As I said, Everton and Arsenal are next few Prem games, so I mean, look at the month we've got. Everton, Arsenal, Leicester City. That's gonna be brutal, so we'll see how things go. But next episode should be a lot of fun. If you are enjoying this Newcastle series, keep coming in with the support. Drop a like on the video if you're enjoying it. Subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you all next time.